Okay, we're going to talk about dicing kits for our veg prep machines. We make 7 different dicing kits, and this is the largest one that we make. This is a 2-inch dice with a 1-inch slicing plate, and the slicing plate goes on top of this in the machine. It slices and extrudes it through the dicing grid. That's how they work. It's a 2-dimensional cut. So this would be for lettuce or for stir-fry onions, bell peppers, where you want to keep a product big so it doesn't break apart or shrink when it's under hot heat. This is the smallest one we make. This would be the equivalent of about a this would be about a 3/16 cut on there. Now this, you can't use this for every product, but you can do onions and firm things in it, and carrots and things like that. And this would be the next size up. This is what we call a 1/4 inch. And then we have a 3/8 inch. We have a 1/2 inch. We have a 3/4 inch. We have a 1 inch. And then we have the 2 inch on that. So we have more ways to go on dices than our competition. And we have more machines that will run it. I have approximately a dozen machines that will run these plates, depending on what the volume you want, all the way up to 2,000 pounds of product. All right, we're going to do a demonstration on our larger size veg prep unit, the CL52. The difference in this and our standard units is it has a full round opening instead of just a half moon shape. This is a removable baffle. When you want to do lettuce, cabbage, or a big block of cheese, you can pull this out and put it in. Okay? Otherwise, you place this in and you put product on both sides, tomatoes, onions, things like that. So it'll do, not only will it do twice as much in the opening, it'll do 2.5 times as much as our standard machines. Takes the same plates. The first thing you always do with our veg prep machines, this is called a discharge plate, this black piece. That's what spins the cut product out. If you don't put it in and you start processing, nothing comes out of it. So that always goes in first. Now I'm going to put this dicing grid in, and you notice there's a notch on the side here of the unit. Okay? It'll tighten itself when it runs. It has to go in here. If you try to put it upside down, it won't work. This is the sharp side up. Now the slicing blade is going to go on top of this, and you got to make sure it's all the way down, because if it isn't, if it stays like that, you can't shut the lid and run the machine. So you just spin it till it drops. We have 7 different sizes. This is the biggest one we make. So the smallest one is a 5 millimeter. So we're going to make what looks like a hand cut of lettuce. Okay? I can do a case of 24 heads of iceberg lettuce in 5 minutes once they've been prepped. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to put both halves in the unit. Okay, ready? Go. Looks like a hand cut. Simple as that. So it looks like somebody cut it with a knife. It's not an actual square dice on that. Look how fast it came out. Try doing that with a knife, especially on 24 heads. That would take you at least a half an hour. I can do it in 5 minutes.